need you right now! Get over here, number 3! Get your sorry butt over to my house immediately to receive your orders!
Oh, hello, Ellie. It's been a while since we've chatted. Glad to hear from you again. Also, number 3? I'm not sure what you mean.
It's too much work to call you all by your real names. Dan's wife is number 1. Kendall's wife is number 2. I'm sure you can see the pattern.
So since I'm married to Jimmy, I'm number 3?
Yep. It makes things easier. Less effort to type and say.
I don't know how I feel being called a number like that. Sorry. I'd rather you just use my first name, if that's all right.
Number 1 has her duties on Monday and Tuesday.
You're just ignoring me.
Number 2 does hers on Wednesday and Thursday. And of course, as number 3, you will be working on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for me.
I'm kind of confused. You're not making any sense.
Did number 1 and number 2 not tell you already? I asked them to talk to you. Can no one do their job?
Well, I only just came back home this morning. I've been abroad, remember? We haven't had a chance to chat yet. I don't think they even know we're back home yet.
You're such a coward. You did it on purpose, didn't you?
Did what?
You ran off with Jim for a new life in Europe just to avoid having to start your job here. That's why you get the most days. Because you're the laziest of them all.
I'm not avoiding anything. I didn't think I had anything to do here. Not that I've been told, at least. Besides, Jim was the one who wanted to travel. I wasn't going to tell him no. It was clearly important to him, and I'm here to support him on that.
Whatever. Use whatever excuses you want. I've been waiting for you to get home so you can start your work.
What work? Does it have to do with those random weekdays you're talking about?
Of course it does! Use your head for once. I need servants to clean my house and take care of things. There's cleaning to be done, food to be cooked. I can't do this all in my old age. Oh, and I need my dog walked and brushed. And you gotta give me a good massage, too. Your schedule is going to be from 9 in the morning to 6 at night.
Holy cow, that's like a full-time job, isn't it?
Number 1 and number 2 are pretty happy. I can tell you that. Before you showed up, I had them working 3- and 4-day shifts. So now they get some extra time off because of you. I'm sure they'll be thanking you in the future.
Oh. Wait, I think I get it now. You're offering me a part-time job, right? I was thinking about looking for one of those, actually. Not just for some extra income, but I thought it'd be nice to have something to do besides sit in my own house all day. Sorry if it's rude to ask this right away, but how much is this per hour?
What are you talking about? You're not getting paid.
Huh?
You're part of the family now. Consider yourself a servant, if anything.
I'm sorry, but I need a minute. I don't really understand your logic, and it's a lot to take in at once.
Well, you'll have time today to get over it, won't you? Starting tomorrow, I want you to get it out of your head and start your work. You're not allowed to go against your mother-in-law. That would upset Jim, and you don't want to do that now, do you?
I don't have time to work that much over the weekends. I have my own cleaning to do. Who's gonna take care of our house while I'm gone?
That's your job to figure out. You're the wife. You do the housework. Otherwise, I'll have to talk with my son about you and reconsider things.
Are Amy and Julia seriously going over there and working for you?
Yes, because unlike you, they have proper manners.
But why would they even do that?
It's simple. If you disobey me, if any of them disobey me, then you are kicked out of the family. I'm talking divorce. Immediately.
But how could you decide something like that? You don't have the right to decide things for your sons. They're not kids anymore.
My boys were raised right. They would never disobey their mother. What I say goes, And that includes getting rid of you three.
Jim does talk a lot about being scared of you, but I didn't think it would be that extreme.
I've already got the papers for divorce set up just in case. My sons would all sign their part without hesitance the minute I asked them to.
Are you serious? You already got them?
This is too far. I am the mother, and so they must do as I say. That's how the world works.
I see. I feel like as a mother, I'd want to respect my children's own decisions about their life, especially when they're old enough to live on their own.
Yeah, well, you've never had kids, so of course you'd think that. You're a young woman with no sense of responsibility. I've got morals and an ideal family to create, so I know what I'm doing.
I mean, yeah, I don't have kids, but I can still have an opinion, can't I?
Not when it's incorrect. My husband, my children, and their wives, they're all my servants. You're not allowed to have a different opinion, or you're out of the family.
Oh, God. You even talk to your husband like this?
I have explained enough. I'm getting bored. Make sure you're here on time Friday, and show up for the weekend, too. Take the time off now so there's no excuses.
I really didn't think I'd be coming home to something like this. From America, the land of the free, to being told I'm basically a servant. Quite a big change. My name is Brooke, and I'm a 34-year-old housewife. 2 years ago, I got married to my husband, Jim. Once we got married, we ended up moving to Ireland together. I don't think my mother-in-law ever really talked to me. We had a small conversation during the wedding, but before and after that, she never contacted me. I never got so much as a good morning from her. So I was really shocked when she messaged me out of the blue, especially something as bold as this. If she's serious, then she essentially expects me to be her unpaid servant. Not only that, but that means her other sons' wives are doing the same thing. And that they have been for a while. Working nonstop for her, ignoring their own housework and needs to avoid a divorce? I have a hard time believing it. Would they just blindly follow orders and do that for her? They seemed like pretty independent women. I think they would fight back. But of course, there's no way to find out besides asking them myself. So I decided to talk to Amy, Ellie's oldest son Dan's wife. What I didn't realize is that by asking this, I discovered the truth to what was happening, and started something that could never be undone. Hey, Amy. It's been a while. Sorry, this is Brooke. I'm Jim's wife. Jim is in Dan's brother.
Oh, hello, Brooke. Of course I remember you, silly. I heard you guys moved back. It's great to hear that. Maybe we can meet up again sometime. But of course, take some time to yourself to relax first. You need to recover from all that traveling and stress.
Yeah, I wish I could. Well, I've been told I have to do my job as number 3. So I don't really have time to rest anymore.
Oh, she told you about that already?
Yeah, she did. I wanted to talk to you about it, actually. That's why I messaged you. Is it really true? Does she make you come over every week to work for her?
Yeah, it's true. Although I can only go over for a few hours at a time nowadays. I work at the front desk of a nearby school, so between that job and my own personal life, I don't have much time to get over there. But of course, I have to do as she says, regardless.
How long have you been doing this for her, exactly?
Oh, well, it's been about 2 years now, I think. We haven't really talked much since then, since he moved away at that time. So I guess that's why I never told you.
Is she making you clean all day or something? If it's only her, it shouldn't be messy enough to need that many people.
Yeah, she has us clean mostly. If possible, please don't talk about this or tell her I said anything. But she's basically the queen of making a mess. By the time I've cleaned up something, within 30 minutes, I can come back and it's already wrecked again.
Oh, God.
She has Julia working too.
She must be number 2.
Yeah, that's her. She's such a sweetheart. Poor thing. Ellie makes her give her massages for over an hour sometimes. She never makes me do that. She told me I was terrible at giving massages, so she makes Julia do my half too, I guess.
That must have been hard for you two, working that much every week. Did you ever get a break?
Unfortunately, no. It never seems to end. I asked her a lot for a break, or at least for some extra time away from her. I wanted to get a part-time job and make some money of my own. And of course I have my own house to take care of. But she refused every time, and so there was nothing I could do about it. Because if I refused, then that's it. I'd be out. She'd have Dan sign the papers and we'd be divorced.
I'm sorry if this sounds rude, but why haven't you just not listened to her? I mean, nothing's going to change if you just do everything she asks you to.
I've talked to Dan about it before. He said if she asked him to leave us, he would follow her orders without question. He said that because she raised him, she was more important than me or even our children.
Seriously? If you're married, then your wife and children should be the top priority. You don't cling to your mother like a toddler for your entire life.
Yeah, something is seriously off with our family as a whole. They don't seem to believe that.
Then why stay in the first place? A divorce seems like the better option at this point.
I really wish I could, to be honest. That would solve everything. I'm in the middle of my exams right now for my degree. And Julia is working on her student loans right now. Working on all that while trying to support ourselves entirely seems nearly impossible.
That does complicate things, sure. But anything is better than this.
Dan also told me that I wouldn't get anything from the divorce. Ellie's best friend is a really accomplished lawyer, and I guess she'll represent their family for free. Me and Julia both decided to just put up with it, I guess. It's easier that way. Put up with it and get through our troubles before we try and leave. I guess I've just completely given up on escaping here.
I can understand that. You've been through a lot of stress.
I think they know I'm too scared to do anything at this point. If I tried to tell her no, or refused to do one of these stupid chores, me and my son would be thrown out immediately. I'm so busy with exams right now, I haven't had time to think about something like that anyway.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But, oh well, that's just how it is, you know? Can't be sad about it all the time, otherwise life would suck. Me and Julia already agreed to leave eventually. Once our kids are older and moved out, we'll probably leave. It's just a matter of waiting at this point.
But I can't accept that. Living with a husband who won't even prioritize you or protect you from his own family? And spending every day just putting up with everything. That's no life to live. I can imagine you're at your wit's end already. And do you expect to keep doing this for years and years?
I guess so. There's nothing else I can really do except put up with it right now.
I talked with Jim about all of this. I told him his mother was calling me number 3 and telling me I needed to go clean her house every weekend. I asked him to do something about it.
Oh, what did he say?
He agreed with her too! I couldn't believe it myself, to be honest. Someone I've been with so long. I really thought I knew him better. I expected him to help me out and put an end to this nonsense immediately. But he let me down.
Hey, Brooke. If you don't want to end up stuck like us, you need to leave. The sooner the better. Once you have kids, that's it. You'll be stuck just like us.
No, I can't just leave you guys. But I can't put up with this like you guys either. Why can't we do anything? There's 3 of us. There must be something the 3 of us can do together.
I doubt it. All 3 of our husbands are basically brainwashed. They all agree with her. And if we did anything, they'd make it out like we were the bad guys. Somehow Ellie will make herself seem like the victim, I'm sure.
I understand why you're upset. Really, I do. But the only thing you're worried about right now is your son, right? You said you can't leave because your son needs money and support. And probably money in the future too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Especially when he's older, he'll need some money for university.
Got it.
Huh?
It's okay. I figured it out.
Figured it out? What do you mean, Brooke?
Just leave it to me, Amy. I got this.
What? Brooke, what are you talking about? I really don't want an argument to start or anything. It would stress me out too much. Please don't tell her about this or try and go against her. It's not worth it. Just be careful, okay?
I knew you were going to be a problem. You're just as useless as I expected, number 3. But only showing up late in the afternoon after I ordered you to come this morning. It's almost unbelievable.
I wasn't coming to work. I wouldn't come at all, but I was curious to see what the house of a hoarder like you would look like. The curiosity was too much for me, so I had to take a peek.
You dare speak to me like that? You know what happens to servants that don't listen, right? Whatever. I'll show you. You'll learn soon enough how to respect me. Prepare yourself. It's going to be rough for you from here on out.
Don't worry about it. I am perfectly fine as I am. Thanks, though.
Quite the opposite of perfect, I'd say. You're nothing but a useless, selfish woman with no respect for her elders.
You're just mad because you can't use me like the others. I have no intention of letting you control me.
Do you hear what you're saying to me, you idiot? Or are you too dumb to understand your own thoughts?
You act like you're so much better than me. Despite being, what, at least 60, right? You're basically on death's door, and yet you think you're superior to me?
You what?
You think everyone's gonna treat you like a queen or something, despite being just an old hag.
Number 3, you've really outdone yourself. I should come over there and show you with my belt just who's in charge.
And for the love of God, stop calling me a stupid number!
What's wrong with that? You're Jimmy's wife. You're number 3. It's simple.
Then I guess you're number 8, right?
Huh?
I did some researching. Your husband is part of a family of 10 kids, right? And you married the 8th. So I suppose that makes you number 8.
Don't call me by a stupid number. That is so disrespectful.
Oh, now she gets it.
I can't believe this. You need to apologize this instant. If you do, I'll do my best to forgive you and move on from all of this. And if not, I think you know what comes next.
I'm not going to just suddenly change my mind and bow down to you. You want me to lick your boots and call you Your Highness? No way. I know you're slow because you're old and all, but I'm sure eventually you'll understand that I won't back down.
What are you trying to do here?
Oh, you'll soon see. Right now we're at the county office inside the lobby. Oh, and by me, I mean the 3 of us you refer to as number 1, number 2, and number 3. Me, Julia, and Amy.
Where are you 3 hanging out? If you have time to play around, you have time to get over here and help me out.
Actually, we're on a mission, you see. The 3 of us are all going to turn in our divorce papers at the same time. We're doing it together.
What?
The 3 of us had a talk with our husbands last night. We confronted them and told them they had to choose between you or us.
Of course they're gonna choose me!
You're right. They did. All 3 of them chose you, instead of their wives and kids. Congratulations. So we signed the papers and brought them here.
Good of my boys to know their place.
That's not all.
Not all? What else is there?
We gave them a final chance to fix things. Either live the rest of their lives being ordered around by you, letting you decide everything for them, or build a life with their loving wife and children, and create their own future.
I'm sure I can guess what happened.
Of course you can. It's not hard to figure out. We already called all 3 of them and told them the time we'd be here to submit the papers. If they come here and show us they're sincerely sorry, and also apologize to us properly and promise to change, then they have a chance. Their last chance to rebuild their own life.
Don't make me laugh. You think a little threat like that is going to make my boys go against me? Jesus could come down from heaven and ask them to choose between us, and they would still choose me. Because I raised them right.
Well, I guess it's just a waiting game now. I'm excited. I wonder what will happen. It's only 5 minutes left, and then their time runs out.
I bet my life savings that they've chosen me.
Whoa! How much you got in savings then?
About $500,000.
Great, I get $500,000! OMG!
You're joking, right?
I'm being 100% serious.
Who showed up?
Everyone!
No way! You're lying!
All 3 of them showed up and apologized to us. They said from here on they'll prioritize their real family above you and treat us the way we deserve.
No way! I don't believe you!
That's the way it should be in the first place. Your wife and your kids are the most important part of your life. That's what it means to get married. And you need to prioritize them even over your own mother.
No way! They love me the most! I'm their mother! I'm the most important person in their life, and I won't hear anything else about it.
I don't think you're anyone's favorite at this point, to be honest.
Just hurry up and sign those papers already. I want my sons back. I'll find them some other women. They can marry someone better than you 3. I would never allow them to stay with you after all of this. I absolutely refuse.
It doesn't look like you have a say in it anymore, number 8. The 3 of them have already decided for themselves what they want and went against your wishes.
Ugh! I'm going to call them. Wait, why won't they pick up? It says they're not available right now. What's going on?
That's what happens when someone purposely refuses a call.
They're disobeying me!
They're all full-grown men, you know. It's time they stop acting like kids and listening to their mommy all the time. You shouldn't think you can control your children forever.
If they didn't show up, would you really have turned in the divorce papers?
Of course we would have.
How could you? If you left right now, you wouldn't be able to afford your student loans. Not to mention your kids wouldn't get any support for their future school needs. Did you not think about your children at all?
Of course I thought about that. And it's not a problem. I'd be paying for all of that.
What?
Well, I had a lot of free time when we lived in Ireland. Since I didn't have to work for you all the time, you know. I got into day trading for a while. I ended up getting quite a lot out of it. Crazy amounts, to be honest.
Day trading? What in the world is that?
In simple terms, so you can understand it, I got involved in the stock market.
How much did you get from it exactly?
Let's just say I could have bought 5 Ferraris and still have some left.
No, you're lying.
I've decided to use that money to start a house cleaning service. I had a few friends willing to help me start my business and become my employees. I considered hiring my sisters-in-law too, actually. I mean, thanks to you, they've got plenty of experience. They basically cleaned all day every day for over 2 years.
Number 3. You're an entrepreneur. A business owner.
I guess that's what you'd call me.
And you didn't think about me at all during this.
What?
Not once did you offer this service to me, or send anyone over. Did you not think of me at all?
Never thought you'd need a cleaning service, considering it's just you and your husband. If you absolutely needed it, you could have asked. Of course you'd have to pay for it like everyone else, though.
You would dare take money from your own family for something like that?
You really think I wouldn't? Did you not realize yet?
Realize what?
That I don't consider you family. And I haven't for a very long time.
How could you?
I think the fact none of your children would pick up your calls is enough proof that they're with us, right? They realized what you did to us, and none of us will ever forgive you for it.
Then who the heck is going to do all the cleaning around here?
Do it yourself. That's what you should be doing anyway.
No way! Fine, I'll just make my husband do it or something.
Isn't your husband older than you? He's retired at least because he hurt himself at work, right? Jim tells me he's planning on using his retirement to move somewhere else. I've heard he's considering divorce, too.
What? I've never heard anything about that.
I only just heard. Maybe he's planning on telling you later.
Why is everyone leaving me like this? I don't deserve this. I don't want to be alone. If you had just stayed in Ireland and never come home, none of this would have happened. You need to apologize. This is all your fault.
No way. He told your sons not to contact you anymore, too. He said he will cut off contact with them if they continue to speak with you.
That's so cold. How could he?
Well, they let you make Julia and Amy's lives miserable for 2 years, so it's a pretty fair deal, I think.
All I did was put them in their place. It's a woman's job to do the cleaning.
Get with the times, old woman. Men and women are equal nowadays. Women aren't doing all the cleaning nowadays.
I only had them serve me for like 2 years. That's not even that long. Don't be dramatic.
Why exactly did you decide to start doing this again? I mean, something must have happened 2 years ago to make you suddenly use them like this.
I lost my close relationship with my sons. I couldn't talk to them as often as I used to.
Is that the only reason?
I felt like I lost control as the ruler in their life. They started paying more attention to you than me. So I realized if I couldn't talk to them, I could order you guys around. You would listen if I threatened everyone, and it was a good way to keep my boys in place.
What a stupid reason for doing all of this. You wasted 2 years of their life they can't get back just because you have control issues. No wonder they want to stop talking to you.
What are you talking about? Is that not sad? Do you not understand why I did it? I'm a poor, lonely old woman, and you won't forgive me.
No, we won't, because you clearly haven't learned your lesson. You're still going to call me a stupid number, you're going to try and use us, and you're just trying to make yourself look better. I don't feel like talking to someone who only thinks about themselves. None of us do. We have no time for selfish people.
But
You're just a lonely old woman that's taking your anger out on everyone else. Enjoy it, because you'll have plenty of time to figure things out by yourself.
You can't just leave me alone like that. Give me back my children.
In the end, Ellie's husband left her as well, as he had threatened. She ended up selling the house they had in order to get some cash, since she didn't have a job or any sort of income. I heard she found a small, cheap apartment to live by herself in. But the apartment became a massive mess, since she wouldn't clean up anything after herself. And she ended up getting evicted. This happened over and over again. She just couldn't keep an apartment anywhere. So eventually, she bought an old broken-down house to live in. But of course, that got messy as well. It's bad enough to be on TV for one of those cleaning shows. It's scary how messy it is. The control she had over her family finally crumbled away. The 3 of us are living happily with our husbands once again. In fact, after we left the courthouse, we all went for a lovely dinner together and partied. Of course, it will take a long time to fully forgive them for what they did and said to us. But I'm just so happy everything is back to normal, and everyone can be happy again. My business is going well, and of course, my sister-in-laws now work for me as well.